Alrighty, guys. Good morning. Happy Saturday, November 10th. I'm just excited to have all of you on here. Originally, it's a little different, and it's just our group that came on, anyways. I asked all of my team to get on, but they couldn't. Some people couldn't do it, but Vicki was going to get on, and she was going to share kind of the vision and what's been going on in Dallas. However, they're recording the entire super regional, so she can't leave her seat. And she's going to record a message, and then I'll post it for you guys and send it to the entire team later. But I just wanted to give you a couple little pieces that I got from her and I got from Linda Lindsay yesterday. And I just really wanted them to share with their excitement. I don't know if any of you guys watched the video on Real Believers. I'm going to play one of them for you right now. Hopefully it works. I want you guys to see and take a look. Because it's exciting what's happening. It's really exciting, and I don't feel like everybody on your teams or people in the business really are grasping it as much as we should be. And I'm only saying that because of what I'm seeing out there. And that's why I talked to Vicki and Linda, and I was like, "What? This is crazy." And they're like, "I know." So we need to cast this vision and share more and more with you guys what's happening, and then you guys trickle it down to your teams. So let me go ahead. I'm going to just play this, even if you've seen it already. It is on Real Believers, but I'm going to play Damon Rourke from yesterday. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it when I hit play.
You listen. You know what I mean? If you guys haven't met Renee or spent time with her, this is your chance now, because you want to know her and feel her energy and feel her heart as we go into the holidays and as we launch New York. But when the nicest person in the world tells me he has no self-interest, right? Who has no self-interest in whether I do Miriam or not, right? It's out of pure, like, her heart. She knew what was going to happen. She says, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Like, that's when you take it seriously. Like, it still looked me in the eyes and said, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Again, I get goosebumps. It sends chills down my spine, because she was right. She was absolutely right. And I really feel a heavy conviction going into New York that you guys feel that same way. Right? There was very few people that knew and 100% believed what Miriam was going to do. I don't even know, I honestly don't know if Jeff knew how fast Miriam and how big Miriam would get. I think he had aspirations, I think he had ideas, I think he had goals, I think he had visions. I mean, I know he believed, but I don't think for sure that he knew what was going to happen. We know what's going to happen with New York. It's already happened with Miriam, right? We know what's going to happen. That's why it's so important that you're here. That's why it's so important, no matter where you came from. You take this energy back to your home market. You carry this through the holidays. You carry it through Thanksgiving, carry it through Christmas, and you carry it into the launch of New York and stay focused and committed the entire way, because that's what's going to get you there. And this is very important that we all get through whatever you need to get through this weekend, right? As far as if you have any mental blocks, get rid of it. Right? I'll just say that. We're not even going to work through them. Just forget about it. Because the opportunity in front of you, with where you're at, we didn't have this leadership group. Think about when we launched Miriam. We could have taken every brand partner in the entire world and said, we're going to put a room together of directors and above. And we could not have put this room together. We have this room now. We had a room, a giant room down in Mexico. We'll have a room in Colombia next week. Right, we have this room now. We had an event of 300 people up in the Northeast last.
Okay. Let me show. So hold on. Stop my share. All right. So do you see this man's passion? What's coming? And I know you guys probably saw it before, but saw it again. But he's at that like special place because he is, Amber's husband, and he knows them inside and out, family and business. And you think about that, and they didn't know what Miriam was going to do. They had no idea what Miriam was going to accomplish. They've accomplished it all because of us, because of what we've done, because of what we've shared. We now have the opportunity to share this with people as a brand new company that already has the track record that we've done in the past 7 years. Linda Lindsay put it so clear to me yesterday. We have insider trading information. we are able to tell our friends and our family that I have a tip on a stock that's going to skyrocket in January. You need to listen to me. Because if you don't, you're going to kick yourself in 5 years, because I'm telling you, the people who said no to me 5, 6 years ago are kicking themselves because they think they missed out. And so when I've been talking to the leaders about what they're seeing, Neora is going to be huge for us in our lives and your friends' lives. And it's because we already have that groundwork, that track record. We already have that success. So we're just building on that success. And we're going to be a $1 billion a year company because we're launching into all these other countries, because we're launching, acne product, because we're going to launch hair products, because we're going to launch weight loss products. Look what happened with the collagen set. In less than 48 hours, gone. We're going to be launching these kinds of things that your friends and family who are not in this business can actually benefit from financially for their family. And that, to me, it lights this fire. And and that's why I've committed to doing these Filipino Zooms. That's why I've committed to doing this one on Monday for Germany. That's why I'm committed. I already scheduled one in Spanish for Colombia and Spain. I told Vicky yesterday, I said, okay, this is a brand new thing. This is what I didn't know 6 years ago. Okay, I got to touch all markets. I don't care what I do. I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak German. I don't speak Chinese. I don't speak Japanese. But guess what? I'm going to do something about this. I need to keep sharing and sharing and sharing, because my team needs to have this as a resource. And that's the biggest thing. I know that the times are really odd and off, but if I can get stuff recorded so that we can send it out and people can see it and see the vision. I'm not sending out the videos or doing Filipino Zooms that are showing products and opportunity. It's showing vision. It's showing what they don't want to miss out on. And that's what you guys have to, impart to your friends and family. And I mean, I just, when I see these things, it's just crazy. I'm going to show you one more video, and it's Beau Short, because, he's absolutely incredible. Let's see. Oh, shoot. No, not that yet. Gotta share. Oh, what I do? Stop share. Oh, screen share. Stop. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Share. Computer sound. Oh, it turned it off. Hold on. Oh goodness. Pumpkin. Now where are you going? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, he's good. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I have to go. My background here cannot zoom when you're recording. Okay. Well, let's see. Well, I guess I can't share. Oh, this one. That's what I want to share. Hold on, please. 1 second. Okay, so now go back here. Go back here. Okay. All right, I think I can do this now. Here we go. Facebook. Share. Okay, hold on. It's all new. Technology is fun, but can be crazy. Okay. Is this the one? Yeah. I can't look at the whoever's putting messages. Sorry. Okay. Oh, he's moving really fast.
On your team of 8 to 15 hours a week.
Can you hear it?
8 to 15 hours a week. 8 to 15 hours a week. Some people will do it 20, some people do it 7. I don't care. 8 to 15, it's a rhythm. You want to get into a rhythm, right? You want to get it. What do I got to do? 8 to 15 hours a week. How do you do it in 2 years? You probably have to do 15 hours pretty consistently. You're not going to do 2 years, 2 years in 8 hours a week. You got to give and take somewhere. 8 to 15 hours a week. When you do 8 to 15 hours a week, let me show you this. You ever had somebody ask you, well, how many people do I need to sponsor? Yeah, that's what I said. How many people do I need to sponsor? Let me show you how many people. If you do the rhythm properly, if you follow the principles properly, you need to go out and enroll 3 people as quickly as possible. First thing you should teach people, you need to enroll 3 people as quickly as possible. I'm not going to show all of this tomorrow. I'm showing this to leaders today, okay? You need to enroll 3 people as quickly as possible. Why? Based on the bonuses, it's 100. If they get the 500 QB pack, it's $100 each. Now, we're not paying you for recruiting people. There's a certain amount of volume in that pack of products. We get to determine how much of that we want to pay out, when we want to pay it out, to whom we want to give it. And my attitude is if you're doing the work to sponsor somebody, you deserve the bulk of the money in the pack. And we have this Own Your Future promotion. Probably the reason there's $100 for a 500 QD pack is probably the new compensation plan probably pays $100 in the 500 QD. Right? You want to get people into the rhythm of what's coming. The reason there's what is it, $150 in the 750 pack instead of $75 is probably in the new compensation plan it pays twice the money. Because my attitude is if you feed the people,
Yes.
they stay in the business.
Yes.
And you can't go to the grocery store and have $100 in groceries. And they say, well, that'll be $100, and you'd say, but I'm excited. Right? It's still $100. So if you feed the people, they stay in the business with you. You want to sponsor enroll 3 people as quickly as possible. What do you do after that? You want to enroll 2 people as quickly as possible after that. These are milestones. Just look at milestones. Boom, boom. I want to do that first, I want to do that second. I want to focus on 3. Don't you tell people go get 3 as quickly as you can?
Yep.
Right? Okay, let's go get 3 as quick as you can. Then you get 2. Why do you get 2? Because we have a Power 5 bonus. Chances are the Power 5 bonus is in the new compensation plan. And chances are, it's not just $125. Chances are, if you enroll somebody in a 750 pack, it's more. If you enroll somebody in a 1,000 pack, chances are if you enroll 5 people with 1,000 packs, it could be $250.
Woo!
Okay? Maybe so. Why is the Power 5 bonus important? Because I enroll 1, I enroll 2, I enroll 3. I'm so frustrated. Well, honey, don't quit now. You enroll 2 more, you get another bonus. It's the forward-thinking bonus. It's that thing that keeps me going. And every time I get my 5th one, I get more money. Every time I get my 5th one, I get more money. Every time I get my 5th one, I get more money. Now, that's what you want new people to focus in on as far as personally enrolling brand partners. There's a whole other thing for PCs, right? But as far as enrolling brand partners, this is what you want them to think about. 3 plus 2, the next milestone is 15, and the next milestone after that is 20. What have I just shown you? I've shown you 40 people. Now here's what people freak out about. That's why I'm not doing it tomorrow. Here's what they freak about. I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
Why? Because I haven't done that yet. I haven't done that yet. But here's what most people don't understand. They're new. This is easier than this. This is easier than this. This is the hardest part. It's the first day of the diet. It's the first day of going to the gym. It's the first 2-mile run you ever make. It's always harder in the beginning than it is in the end. And what I'm trying to tell you is this happens over time. You want this to happen as quickly overnight as you can. You want this to happen over time. This happens in this time frame. This happens as quickly as you can do it. Does that make sense? Because the more you do it, the better you get. And all of a sudden, it's easy to sponsor people. I'm going to show you, as directors and above, something you struggle with. What directors and above, y'all ever had somebody on the team tell you this?
All right. So what I got from Linda and from Vicki also is all of the activity that we've been doing the past 3 months, like he just said, with the Power PC bonus, with the Power of 5 bonus, with the, all of those bonuses. That's part of the new compensation plan. This new compensation plan is coming out in the next couple months, and it has a lot of money attached to it for you with your personal sponsored BPs. So it's attached to you and your personal BPs. And that's why they're trying to get us into the rhythm of sponsoring and sponsoring and sponsoring, because that's where the money is going to be made, in your personal sponsoring of brand partners, in your personal sponsoring of PCs. So you're going to get more money at the beginning, at the top. And what I was told was so Korea, by state government law in Korea, they have to have a new compensation plan 90 days before it's launched. They already have it. So they've had it since October. So that means that January, February, this new compensation plan is coming out, and it is going to benefit us. Can you just and imagine, like, what we were getting monthly as these extras? That's part of the regular. And for them to do, I mean, they're pouring money into us to help us to grow our business. And so we're at a very, very great, amazing time in Nerium. You guys are all so lucky to be where you are today. And it's because you guys said yes the day you said yes. I know that most of you do have full-time jobs. Most of you have families. Most of you have a lot of other things going on. And Nerium is that side gig. And that's what Nerium is designed for. What I say to you is commit to 5 to 8 hours a week with no negotiations. And I'm not saying 20, 30 hours a week. Do what I did when I first started. And I say that because I didn't know how important it was to be that consistent when I first started. I need to get back there. I need to get back there with more hours. And I'm committing myself to that because I know I've been too much into the helping you guys as much as more than my own business. And I do that in my business. I've done it in the past 6 years and I can say it. I mean, I can admit it. And that's when I see my business like this and like this and like this and like this. It's because when I don't focus on my own business starts going down. And that's what I got to learn. So because I'm so passionate about helping you guys, I need to still focus on me sometimes. And thank God for some of the books we're reading because that's helping me a lot. But what I did 6 years ago, I made a commitment to myself, 5 to 8 hours a week, 2 exposures a day, samples in, samples out, RRPs, doing the Zooms, doing the trainings, fitting it in. It paid off to where I am today because I wouldn't have this amazing business with all of you if I would have not done that. And we're talking that since I did that, Terry's in the business, Robin's in the business, Lori's in the business, Solange is in the business. If I would have said, nah, not doing it, you may have not been in the business because of the people I talk to that talk to you. That's where you're going to sit in 5 years. I'm so happy that I got that experience. And now we're here where we're going now. It's huge. It's huge because of that. If it was just my first day, I'd be like, I don't know what's going to happen. I can tell you right now, 110% what's going to happen. You're either going to go with it or it's going to pass you by. But you have to make that decision yourself. I know that some of you guys get, not that you guys, but some people get wrapped up in there with, you know, whatever, their life, and they forget about this business because of no's, because of life, because of their other businesses. But commit to yourself 5 to 8 hours a week. I'm telling you, 5 to 8 hours a week is going to make a difference. If you can do a little more, do a little more. If 5 to 8 hours seems impossible in 7 days in a week, break it down to 15 minutes a day and figure out how you get 5 to 8 hours a week. 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes there. But I'm telling you, it'll make a difference in your business. So as soon as I get the video from Vicki and she talks about what she's going to talk about, I will send it to all of you guys. That was the first part that I just wanted to go through with Vicki. Does anybody have any questions? You can unmute, ask me anything that I may be able to answer. I just see still faces. Terry's the only face I see. There's Lori.
Yeah. Hey, Monique, listen, I want to thank you for just keeping, just keeping the faith, because a lot of us, we work full time and it is hard. And I watched those 2 videos yesterday, but not to the magnitude that I saw it today. And I do fit all of this craziness in my crazy full-time job, and sometimes the needle doesn't move. And so I just say all this to encourage everybody there, no matter what your circumstances. I want to thank you, though, because I would not be here if you wouldn't have shared Nerium with me. I would still be in the culture and the mindset that wasn't too healthy. So I want to thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Okay. So, we won't be too much longer. But I mean, on this whole thing, utilize every leader you have. I mean, utilize me, utilize Vicki, utilize Linda, because you guys, we have the inside trading information about what's going to happen when Neora launches, and just cast that vision to the people you have, the people you care about, the people you run into, the people who you see struggling, the people that maybe not struggling. You know, even maybe yourself, maybe you're struggling, you don't even recognize it, or you know it, but you just are afraid, or whatever it is. Reach up to people so that we can help you. That's the joy of what we have. I mean, that is literally the joy of what we have. I've never done this business by myself. I could never do this business by myself. I can only do it with you. And I'll always be transparent with you with anything that's happening or anything that's going on. I also did get, so we can't put this video on YouTube. Well, yeah, I can. I did get something for the Philippines that I can discuss with you about the Founders Club. It's ridiculous. So we can talk about that on a side note if you have people in the Philippines, because if you have people in the Philippines and you haven't shared it with them, they probably will be mad at you because you will be denying them a lot of money. The Founders Club is completely different than I've ever seen, and I have a sheet that shows a bunch of stuff for them. So it's crazy. I guess they're just gearing this to different countries. So it's pretty incredible. Alrighty. So this book, okay, I know, I mean, if you have not read it, I mean, I didn't read it until this morning. I got up early because I didn't read the pages I was supposed to read. And oh my goodness, I have to read 2 pages of it to you because this was just absolutely incredible to me. I mean, this book is phenomenal, and if you have not read it, you have to read it. And maybe it's just hitting me because I really relate to her, and maybe because I really relate to her, it's doing that for me. But she's just great. Okay, so I have to read this. She says, this chapter is called "No is the Final Answer," and it applies to us so much. It says, all joking aside, my success has a lot to do with waking up early, being the hardest working person in the room, asking for help, being able to fail over and over again, and working constantly to improve both myself and my brand. But plenty of people do those things and don't experience the kind of success I have. You want to know what it is? Why I believe I'm the one writing this book right now, and people who've tried to do exactly the same things I haven't succeeded? It's simple, actually. It's not about talent, skill, money, or connections. It's because when they went after their dreams and came up against a roadblock, when they experienced rejection, or when someone or something told them no, they listened. I am successful because I refuse to take no for an answer. I am successful because I have never once believed my dreams were someone else's to manage. That's the incredible part about your dreams. Nobody gets to tell you how big they can be. When it comes to your dreams, no is not an answer. The word no is not a reason to stop. Instead, think of it as a detour or a yield sign. No means merge with caution. No reminds you to slow down, to reevaluate where you are, and to judge how the new position you're in can better prepare you for your destination. In other words, if you can't get through the front door, try the side window. If the window is locked, maybe you slide down the chimney. No doesn't mean that you stop. It simply means that you change course in order to make it to your destination. I realize, though, that not everybody looks at no the way I do. In order to inspire you to run headlong after your dreams, I may have to shift your perception of no. I'm going to give you everything I can to get you there. And I'm going to start with this question. What if life isn't happening to you? What if none of it is happening to you? What if all of it is happening for you? It's all about the perception. I mean, and I'm going to tell you how many people I've seen get taken out of this game of Nerium. I have sponsored, I think, 26 people in this business, personally sponsored 26 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 are doing the business now. Because they let no's get in their way and they left. Some have come back, some have left, some have come back, but they let the no, and it's because they're not in personal development, they're not plugged into the system. Maybe you as a leader haven't done everything you can for them. Maybe I haven't done enough for them. Maybe it just wasn't for them, which is the case too, but don't let that nose take you out of this game. You guys are here for a reason, and I'm not saying no's going to take any of you guys out of this game because you've been here for a while, but you just never know. And you know, it's just, I have to share something that happened this week with me. Man, I still have, sorry, I don't have a Kleenex, so, sorry. I'm sorry, I'm right on video. Lovely, isn't it, Terry? Since you're the only face I could see making that face at me. Sorry. I have to tell you that, you know, I mean, I have my experiences in business and what I've done. And I go about my day, you know, I go about what I do, just doing. I just do. And I never know if I'm touching any lives. I never know if I'm really making a difference. I never know. I just keep doing. And I'm being transparent and sharing this with you. And there's times when I sit back going, should I be doing all this? Like and this is just me being real with you guys. Nobody's plugging in. Nobody's responsive. I don't get a response. Should I keep doing this? Like, maybe they don't really want it. Maybe I need to look for new people, which I obviously need to always look for new people. And I think this, like, maybe I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe there's something wrong. And I question myself. And I'm like, well, I don't know, just keep doing. And I have to tell you, I went to dinner the other night with a friend that I haven't seen in 20 years. He used to be one of my employees at Sunglass Hut. And I got so, like, blown away by it. So he has managed a lot of teams over the past 20 years, and he's been very successful, and he's done so much. And he was just a hard worker. And he sat there, and we finally reconnected, and he said to me, he goes, "Hey, Monique, I got to tell you something. I've been meaning to try to figure out one day I'd tell you." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Every time I built my team, I thought of you." He said, "I said, what would Monique do? What would she do in this situation?" And I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, every team I've built is because of you." And I go, "Are you kidding me?" He goes, "No, I'm serious." And you know what? That changed so much for me, because we don't know what we can do or inspire or what we can do until somebody like that says that. And, he said, "We were a little store. We were not fancy." He goes, "But you know what? We were the best. And we were the best because you helped us be the best." He said, "We had Nasa, who was like a 60-year-old Filipina lady, and you had me, who was like a 19-year-old pipsqueak out of school. And then you had my cousin, and we were the best because we helped each other. We were there for each other. We made this team absolutely amazing. And from that day forward, I've always done what you did." And that was crazy. And we need those things in our life sometimes. So I just had to share that because that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool this week. And I just want you to know that you have that to be able to do with this business, to help other people. And I'm so invested in the next couple months of just trying to get this to more and more people. I will share a letter that I'm writing. I wrote a quick little letter to everybody. Like, I've never done this during the holidays, but I wrote a quick letter to my friends and family. Half of them have never tried Nerium. Half of them have never bought Nerium, and that's okay. But I wrote them a letter thanking them for their support over the years, and that my journey in Nerium has been incredible. I'm able to help my parents now. I'm able to change lives around the world. I'm able to build a legacy business with amazing people, and that I'm running for a trip for the Bahamas right now. And that I recommend to them, I'm said that I'm recommending 5 items for Christmas because it's around the corner. Anything that you can help me with would be, greatly appreciated. If none of it's for you, please forward this to your friends and family. My business link is on the bottom. Again, I thank you for your support, whatever you can do. And I even wrote in there, please, I want you to sign up as a preferred customer. We will cancel it, and you won't have an auto ship, but you have to sign up as an auto ship so that you get the lowest price. I know you guys understand that, and I just appreciate you following me on my journey. So I'll show it to you, but I put 5 products in there. I put the eye patches, and I just did a description. I did the eye serum, I did a description. I did the Prolistic lotion, I did a description. I did the night cream, the new Age IQ night cream, I did a description. And then I did, the last one was the face wash. So I did all price points. And I'm going to email it to everybody as soon. I'm having my other friend proofread it, but I'm going to email it to everybody and just see what happens. I mean, hey, maybe nothing will come out of it, maybe something, but I have to do something. I have to share, because I rather do all that and then call the people that I talk to on a regular basis. Say, hey, did you get my email? I'm just curious. Were you interested in getting anything? So I'm going to do that. With aspects to the business side, right now, it's just, people always ask me, and I'm sure they say to you, hey, is that still working out? It sure is. And oh my gosh, we're going to have the next wave. This next wave's coming, and you should take a look. I mean, you should just take a look, and just, you've got to have that passionate and that I don't know the word, but you got to believe it. I mean, you do. If you don't believe it and you don't see it, then that's okay. I invited everybody on my team on the Zoom today, and you see everybody is on the Zoom. No, they're not. They're busy, and that's how it is. They don't see it. They can't see it yet, and I know that. And some people can't see it, but I'm telling you guys, this is the most rarest opportunity you have right now in this business. If I've ever seen it in the past 6 years, this is it. This is what's the next wave. And when you hear Bo Short say, yeah, we made $1.5 billion or plus in 6 years, but we're going to be doing that annually. Annually, that's going to start happening. Don't you want a piece of that? Don't you want a little piece of that? Yeah, the money is important, but it's huge. It's very important for all of us. But the lives that we're going to be able to change across the world with this is going to be bigger than we can even grasp. Because what I know, we opened countries a little wrong sometimes, and we've learned from our mistakes. We've learned a lot from mistakes. Nerium is now, we're the seasoned company with leaders who fix those mistakes, who've seen it and made changes, to the product development, to the scientists, to everybody that Jeff is finally, it's all melding together to launch a company that is probably almost going to be perfect, to where all of those mistakes were already made and now we know what to do. So you gotta just keep that in your brain. I mean, it's like Macintosh and Apple. Macintosh was the product. Apple didn't become Apple until Apple was Apple. And then it took off, and now look where Apple is. So, it's just going to be absolutely incredible for us and for the people we know. So, this book just the stuff she talks about, and then she talked about sex. I started laughing my head off, and she talked about being a parent, and I don't understand that, but I kind of do with my dogs, but not the whole body issues and all that. And it was hilarious, but she just really nails it on the head. And, she was 19 years old when she started working hard, and she's only 35. It's like she's 35, and you read what she's done and what she's accomplished, and it's like, holy moly, but she didn't give up. She worked so hard to get to where she is and become this blogger and become this person. And I read about her husband. I finally know who her husband is. He's like a CEO executive at Disney, and he quit his job to run her company. And in the story, you hear about her husband was the first man she was ever in love with, and he treated her like crap for a year. And it's crazy how she divulges everything in this book. So keep reading the next 4 chapters till chapter, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think, till 11. And then we'll get through it. But when you read this, you're going to want to give this to everybody at Christmas. It's a good book, really good book. Anybody want to share anything, any wins, losses, anything that you guys would like to share before we finish?
You're amazing, Mo.
Thanks, Solange.
Amazing. I've been on my game. I've been busy, crazy, but I'm reading my book, getting my ins in, getting my nose. But I did sell 4 of my gift sets. Just wanted y'all to know.
The what?
The gift set for Christmas.
Oh, the gift sets. Yeah.
So, and then my sister called this morning. She wanted me to order her one. I said, you're too late. I sent you the message early. You should have got it. You should have read it. If you didn't, you're lost.
Yeah. Well, I think my gift sets, I think they're all showing up today. They started showing up yesterday.
Oh, awesome.
So they should, I saw some people get them yesterday, so I think mine's coming today. But yeah, I ordered 6 and they're all sold too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I love all of you guys.
Awesome, Solange. Thank you. Anybody else?
I'll share, Monique. This is Sarah.
Okay. Hi, Sarah.
Hi there. So I want to share a couple of quick things. This month, we're crazy busy. We're still trying to sell our house before the holidays. We've got birthday parties and anniversaries, and just things this month. It's very busy. And so I decided to do 2 virtual RRPs. The first one, I had 2 guests. One of my guests I had a sit down with. She's interested in the business, but not right now. So I'm going to follow back up with her in about a month. The other one, I've been trying to talk to both of these gals for quite a while now. they haven't been able to make it through anything. The other one, I ended up getting as a new PC. So really happy, really successful. I've got another one next week. But then the other thing I'm doing is that I am just being diligent about follow-up. Follow-up, follow-up, follow-up. Sorry, guys. I've also been sick. It's been busy. But I have a gal who I did an RFP for a couple of weeks back. She has a lot of connections. She set me up with 4 different people. I had one sit down finally earlier this week. We're meeting again with Vicki tomorrow. They want to talk about how to get everything set up and started. And then I have another gal who I'm also going to talk with tomorrow for the first time. And these people are all rearing to go. They're all excited. They've never heard of Miriam. It's the first time, but it's all about referrals. So I think that's really important. My husband just popped in. He said, tell them how you met her. Okay, so thanks, love. Okay, so this gal who is giving me these referrals, her name is Davida, and I met her at a vendor fair. So vendor fairs I haven't generally found as very effective and helpful, but every now and then I find someone who's just really excited, and she and her friend both live in a care home. Her friend has had 2 strokes and is in the care home to recover. Davida is, I believe she's 77. She looks like she's in her 30s. She looks amazing. She's up and running. She's sharp. And she said, I'm not going to do any of this stuff, but man, do I have friends. So she has been connecting me, and she also has become a preferred customer herself. So it's worth getting out there. It's worth getting a little bit uncomfortable in order to grow and in order to, build the business that you want. One more thing, and I'll be quiet. I also have my 2nd annual customer appreciation dinner tomorrow. Last year I had 7 people. This year, right now, I'm confirmed at 13. And I am really excited. I'm going to give some real short little presentations just on the products that came out this year, and then on kind of where the company is going in the next year. Otherwise, we're going to play games. We're going to eat dinner. We're going to get to know each other. I give away prizes. Everybody leaves with something. And I'm super excited about it. So I'll let you guys know how all of my weekend stuff goes. It's a busy weekend, but I'm really excited about it. So follow up, follow up, follow up. Super important. If I hadn't followed back up with that gal, I would have never been in contact with these 4 people who are, as of right now, all showing interest in this.
That's awesome. That's so incredible. And yes, I mean, I'm guilty as too. I forget about asking for referrals. I forget about asking for referrals. And it's just because I'm just so caught up to talking to people that I forget, well, if you're not interested, do you have anybody you can refer me? I forget it. And so thank you for reminding me about that and reminding us, because it's an untapped market. I've had a couple people refer people to me, and it's like, okay, great. Okay, let's do this. And, but the customer appreciation, awesome job doubling it. Because that's going to be key to your business continuing to double and continuing to grow. So awesome job, Sarah. I look forward to looking at watching your RRP video, and I'll watch that today because I have a lot of time. Good job. Anybody else? Anybody? Okay. So I'm going to take a picture. It's okay if you want to keep your stock picture, but if you don't, then come on. Oh, there we go. We got Robin out there. Okay, ready? Let's see. Okay. Oh, here comes Sarah. There she is. She's out of bed. All right, there's Solange. Okay. Let's see. On the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, let me check it. Okie dokie. All right, guys. Let me unmute you. Unmute all. There we go. All right, you're all unmuted. Okay, guys, have a wonderful Saturday, wonderful weekend. If you need me at all, I am available for any kind of help. Give me a call. You want to talk about? I'm still doing I'm doing the German Zoom on Monday. It's for it's German and English for Germany, UK, and Sweden. And then Filipino Zoom Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have yet to have a guest at 5 a.m. and I've been up and at 5 a.m. ready to go. 5 a.m., 5 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm scheduling a one in Spanish. So that's you'll see something coming out for Spanish, and we could share with Colombia and Spain and Mexico.
When she was 5, she
Okay. All right, everybody. I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful
Thanks,
Saturday, Sunday.
Monique. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.